Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm going to talk about this book. It's not going to be a long one, but I just really wanted to share this book with you. I was in Staples and I'm looking through this book. Why this book caught my eye. This book features interviews with over 50 creative people. What I love about this book is their careers run the gamut. Some are designers, some are ceramic artists, some are mixed media collage artists. There's a paper cutting artist in here. There is a very large selection of a variety of different creatives who are interviewed in this book. Why do I have this book? There's a lot of books out there. I had never seen it before in person. I'd seen it on Amazon. So I picked it up and I started looking at it. What I discovered is that there's a lot to love about this book. You might look at this like, oh, that's an art project book. And you know what? That's just not the case. What I love about this book is it really gets inside the creative process with each artist. It talks a little bit about their background. There's questions like, how do you handle criticism and what do you do to get unstuck? Which are great. It's great to hear different opinions from different people on those things. There are some really interesting and philosophical questions in here, and they're not always the same for each artist, but I love digging into each of the different artists' creative process because they are such a variety of different mediums and different ways to think. So what it does is it helps you see the different creative process for different types of creatives. But in other ways, it really brings us all together because it's like you can relate to everybody's different hang-ups and challenges that they have. It really is like we're all in this together. Each artist provides a creative unblock exercise, and that's not really why I bought the book. I think that's kind of cool, but I bought it because there's such a variety of different self-aware conversations in here about their creative process, really digging in. I love that the interviews are short. So if you have a short attention span, this is a great book for you. Have a snippet, go back to work, or have a few snippets, whatever you're in the mood for. You can sort of pick it up and put it down and not feel like you have to go back to a specific place in the book. It's a really good browsy book. You can really get to know where the artist is coming from in a short period of time and get to know the artist. Some people are at the peak of their careers and others are just starting out. It's really great to talk to people from all walks of life, from all creative prisms, in all stages of their careers. Very cool. There's a lot of art in here. I'll give you a flip through. So it's a good mixture of text and pictures. They get surprisingly deep into an artist's biography or certain situations that they've faced in a short period of time, in a shorter interview. Each interview lasts maybe with pictures. This one is like 5 pages with lots of pictures. It's a very fine balance of text density and image density. It's not off-putting if you're like not a reader, have a short attention span. I stood in Staples and I read this book for like half an hour. I was totally engrossed in it before I brought it to the register. I would recommend this book as sort of a jumping off point for inspiration and to get to know other artists that maybe you haven't heard of before, because there's such a variety of different talent in this book. But it is really great if you're just a real geek about process, how you go from point A to point B, thinking about that stuff. This book is all about it. I think this is a great book for any artist or creative person who would like a little inspiration to bump out of a block. Very, very cool book. Because I don't just buy a lot of books. I actually have a lot of books, but I'm very careful about the books I buy because I don't have a lot of space. I have a small house and I'm just like an economical thinker. Like I like to use everything I have. And if I can't get a lot of use out of it, if I can't go back to it and read it, if I can't highlight it, put sticky notes in it on the parts I like that I want to go back to, if it's not something that's going to stay with me, I don't really see a place for it in my... So when I picked this up, I really studied it in the store before I bought it because I wanted to make sure it hit all the points. And this book does hit the points for me. It's inspirational. It's worthwhile. thumbs up. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell, and it will tell you when I make a new video. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.